Hi Flosstube, I'm Sarah, Cross Stitch Sarah, here on YouTube and also over on Instagram. Welcome to my channel. This is a channel all about cross stitch. And yeah, today, as you can see, I'm in a different location. This is not my craft room. This is my lovely daughter-in-law Bethany's craft room. I'm staying with my son and daughter-in-law for the weekend, so we thought we'd do a little film together. So this is Bethany. You've heard, if you've been here, you've heard all about her all the time. So this is the wonderful Bethany, and we're going to show you our projects and all sorts of things today. So we are in a different location. It does sound a little bit echoey, I think, in here, and we have got the window open because Bethany lives in the south, in Bedfordshire, and it's about 50 million degrees in their house.
Maybe not quite that much.
Feels like it's 50 million degrees in their house. So we have got the window open and there are people milling about in the gardens outside, so there may be some noise that you wouldn't normally hear, but you know, it's not going to be terrible, hopefully. So yes, got lots of things to show you. I've got lots of things. Bethany's brought her projects in as well and various bits to show you too. So let's get started. First thing, I have got giveaway winners. I should have taken this out of the plastic. From my last video, I was giving away this chart, which was kindly given to me by Pauline of Sew Bee Bags. And this one you had to use the keyword snowman. And I did the random comment picker this morning, and it is going to Nanette McDougall Dykes 9339. I will put a screenshot of your comment up there, Nanette. So if you can get in touch with me by the email in the box below or Instagram message, and I will get this snowman posted out to you. I was also giving away this one. Now I did look up the translation, but I can't remember what it is. Something like the odd one out, something like that it's called, because it's French. And the keyword was Santa, and the winner of this chart is Laurence Bourgain 7167. So again, I'll pop that on the screen there. And if that's you, please get in touch with me and I will get this Santa chart in the post to you. So that was nice and quick. That's got that out of the way. I did forget to say this is Flosstube 22. I am referring to my notes. And today is Sunday the 29th of June. So yeah, forgot that. Then I have got, so let me put this in front of me. I have got a historical sampler new sal to tell you about and the box to show you. I've got an FFO, which is actually third generation maybe. I'd already shown you the FFO, then I added a button to it and showed it to you again, and now I've added something else. So it's been 3 times, and I mean, don't be expecting something giant. This is a tiny little thing, okay? Don't get excited. Then I've got 2 finishes. Yeah, you go me. 2 new starts. Oh. Whip go. And I've worked on a total of 7 projects since I saw you last time a couple of weeks ago. So a few things to show you. Did you count how many projects you've got? 3?
3.
Bethany's got 3 projects and then some...
1 FFO.
Yeah, a really, really nice one as well. So let's get started. So this is the 3rd generation FFO.
An FFO of an FFO of an FFO.
That's it. So I showed it to you because it was a little piece that I'd done some years ago, and it was on 40 count for the first ever time, and I didn't like it, and I can't even remember now. So I'd only got this tiny bit of stitching, and I just mounted it onto some mount board, and then there was this sort of big gap here, and then I got these scissor buttons, so I did pop that on, and I just felt it needed something else. So since then I've put some Lady Dot Creates trim around the edge. So now it's definitely fully finished. So yeah.
Nothing else to add to that.
Yeah. Sorry.
That was your board.
Okay, so 2 finishes. Oh, actually, yeah, 2 finishes. We'll do finishes. The first one is this is backwards. Is my hair. So let's put that in front of Bethany. So this is Hair and Daisies. So again, if you've been here before, you know that I'm doing one of these hair charts every month, and I started them all a very tiny little start in December 31st, 12 in 12. And this is my June one, finished last week before the end of June, which is quite an achievement for me. So the last 2 were down to the wire.
Didn't quite leave it to the last minute this time.
Not this time, but yeah, happy with that. This is on 32 count Murano even weave in vintage country mocha, and I've used all the called for DMCs. Then the second finish is this gorgeous, gorgeous design that I've worked a lot on. We might have to hold it together this week to get it finished. Is the Historical Sampler Company Stitch Along the Secret Garden. Let's move it in a bit. So I've worked not like monogamously, but I've really put all the effort into this one to get it finished because their new sale comes out next week and I wanted it done before then. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I was gifted this as a kit by Historical Sampler Company. I did swap out my fabric to 32 count Swigart linen in cream, but I used all the kit threads, which are DMC, and it's absolutely gorgeous. This section with these pink flowers, which was the last part, I loved it. I love those flowers so much. I just really, really, really like this design. Even my husband said, oh, that's nice, you better get that framed. So it must be nice, right? So yeah, you can still get this chart. You can go on to Historical Sampler Company's website. You can buy it as a PDF. You can still buy it as a kit. So, and you can still get some of the goodies that you could have got at the beginning in a gift box. You can get hoops and needle minders and various little bits and bobs. So yeah, there's a few little options on there if you're interested. I will have a link below to their website. So go and have a look. Okay. So, talking of Historical Sampler Company, I should have probably done this at the beginning. They have kindly gifted me their kit for the upcoming sale. I will put some pictures up here. It's a Halloween sale called Pumpkin Patch. We've only got a sneak peek, so we haven't seen the whole design yet. And the ladies at Historical Sampler Company said that they would kindly send me the kit with the needle minder and there's a floss holder in the shape of a moon, which I was extremely grateful for, really excited to get it started. Anyway, this box came on Thursday and they've sent me what was the gift box, which is sold out. You can't get, but you can get various bits from it separately on the website. So that was super kind. I wasn't expecting all the extras. So thank you, ladies, if you're watching. So let me show you what comes, or what you can get, because you can get most of these things on the website. Let's have a look. So the kit comes like this. Like I say, it's a mystery, so we get it in parts, so we don't know what it's going to look like yet. Inside here I have got my linen and threads, so it's 32 count linen and gorgeous Halloween colour threads, lovely bright oranges and yellows and greens, look at those. And there's a needle in there somewhere as well. So that's what you get in the kit. Then I also got, because there's all the other bits in the box, so I was expecting the ghost needle minder, which I've got, very cute. And this floss holder is absolutely gorgeous. It's so nice. And there's, what does it say, 18 holes on it. So plenty of holes for all your flosses. Also in the box, I was sent a pair of the black stalk scissors. These are lovely. Really like those. A purple nerd hoop. This is a size number 2. A little spooky house decoration, and I have seen that there are different colours of these, so I think a friend of mine has got a little black one. So there are different ones.
That one is black.
Well, yeah, but it's all completely black.
Oh, nice.
Sweet treat. Do you know how hard it is not to open something like that when it arrives? And also a gorgeous little drawstring project bag with trick or treat and a gorgeous little ghost on. So it's there's such lovely things, and I know for definite that you can get the little bag and the scissors and the ornament. You can get all of the things separately, not the sweet treat, from their website, as well as the kit. You can order a kit, you can order just the PDF and have use your own supplies. So there are a few different options. So I will put the link again to that below, and thank you again to Historical Sampler Company for sending that to me. As you all probably know, Historical Sampler Company also do the cotton and twine boxes, and I've been getting those for the last 6 months. They kindly said at the beginning of the year, we'd like to send you the cotton and twine box every month for the next 6 months. And I've had those 6 boxes. Some of them I've kept and stitched, some of them I've given away. So that's stopped now, so I'm not getting their box from them gifted now. However, the upcoming design for July is by Yasmin, of Yasmin's Made with Love. And I'll put a picture in here of what the design is. And it's so gorgeous that I will be buying myself that box without a doubt. So do go and have a look on the Cotton and Twine website. At the moment, you can only sign up your interest. And so they will send you an email when they're released to order. But I think it's from the 1st of July you can order the boxes. And again, you've seen the other Cotton and Twine boxes that I've had. You get the kit, you get a sweet treat, you get some tea, and you get a little gift. They're really, really good value. So I do recommend that you go over and have a look at Yazzy's beautiful bee design, and then yeah, sign up to say, please let me know when they're for sale, and get yourself one. Right, what is next? Finishes, done finishes, new starts. I mean, it was summer. Well, it is summer. It was the first day of summer last weekend, and I have 2 seasonal projects that I wanted to start on the first day of summer. So one of them is this by Flossabilities. It's called Summer Pillow. I did the spring one, which you'll see later actually, because I've got some haul to go with it. And this is where I got to. Not a great big start, but a start nonetheless. So this is on a 32 count Belfast linen in pale blue. And I'm using Weeks Dye Works Blue Topaz thread.
It's actually probably quite accurate.
Oh, that's good to know, isn't it? When you've got someone else watching your screen, and normally I'm going, oh, it does. That's not the right colour, and yeah. So we'll see later on. I've got some nice bright fabric to show you. We'll see if that's the right colour. Needle minded by the lovely Charlie Feathers, pretty much as usual. Yeah, good little start on that. And then the other one that I started is this one, which is the mini sampler series from Just Cross Stitch magazine. And these designs are, there's going to be one for each season by Curious Carrie Designs. And I did the spring one, and I stitched along with Charlie of Charlie Feathers. And then we started this one together last weekend on the first day of summer. And Charlie messaged me this morning. She's finished hers. Yep, finished.
She's outdone.
Yeah, well, she very often does, to be fair. And this is mine. Yeah, a little bit of different position, right? So this one's on a 32 count even weave by Coffee Craft Fabrics, so it doesn't have a name. And I'm using mostly the called for DMC. There was a couple that I didn't have, so I just subbed in the closest match, really. So yeah, just literally a handful of the letters in the middle. I know. I will do it within the season. It'll be fine. Then Whip Go, you already saw one of my Whip Go numbers last time that I'd worked on for June, and the last number I've been working on over the last couple of days, and I will be today, which is, I know, cutting it fine, but still, it's still June. And it's this gorgeous design that was a Cotton and Twine pattern back in April 2024. This design's actually by Little Dove Designs. It's so pretty. And this was a box that I did purchase myself at the time. And this is where I'm at on it now. So I haven't done loads over the last couple of days. So I think from last time I've put in, I suppose I've done a bit. This blue flower, the sunflower, and then the bee, and these 3, because those 2 and 1 on this side, little red flowers. And like I say, this will be today's project to work on as well. So hopefully I get some more flowers in. It's like little mini finishes. Every time you finish a flower, it's yeah, it's really satisfying.
Yeah, it's really pretty, that.
The colours are really nice, aren't they? Yeah, really nice design. So yeah, so that's good. We have had the Whip Go numbers for July. Can't remember the exact numbers, but my projects are With Love, which is a modern folk embroidery Evertote Roxy Flossco collaboration thing that they did for Valentine's Day. Would it be last year? Might have even been the year before. And a Bothy Threads kit called Green Pastures. I'll put a picture here of like a layout of what the finished projects look like and where I currently am. So yeah, got to get a little bit of progress on those next month, so that'd be good. Okay, the next thing are all the other whips that I've worked on that I haven't talked about already, and the first one is Stitching Rules by Primrose Cottage Stitches. As soon as this came out, Bethany and I were all over it. We loved it so much, and we just had to get our hands on it. So we have started it together, sort of.
And then enabled like
a
lot of people, friends to do a sale.
Well, what can you do? You know, you're at a retreat and everyone's looking at what you're doing. You've got to sort of get them to join in. Yeah. So we did. Well, Bethany did. It was all her fault.
Okay. Maybe.
So that's what it will look like. They use colour and cotton threads, but there is a DMC conversion. I'm using the DMC conversion, but I have still changed a couple of the colours anyway, just for my own. I just preferred them. So this is mine. So in the booklet, they do it as almost as like parts. So there was almost like part 1 was to there, and then the word count is in part 2. It's quite a nice laid out booklet, to be honest. But yeah, it's so pretty. And if I bring it in really close, the little spools were cross stitch, but Bethany and I have done satin stitch on ours. Well, on the green one and the white ones. I think it looks really pretty. Bethany's further ahead than me. Do you want the board?
Maybe.
And this is where, yeah, look at that.
So I'm using the CXC threads.
So the same DMC numbers, aren't they?
Yeah, but I changed the yellow.
Yeah. So pretty. Yeah. So yesterday when we were doing some stitching at a friend's house, so because I used to live down here, obviously I've got friends down here, and Julie, who we'd see at the retreats as well, and we went round to her house and had a stitchy afternoon, didn't we? It was really good.
You didn't get much stitching done, did you?
It was so hot. I mean, honestly, it is still so hot. We can probably see my face is really red. But yeah, it was so hot, and you know when it's so hot and you just, and I do have problems with my wrist, so really I need to stitch wearing wrist splints. Nobody wants to be wearing padded wrist splints in 30-degree heat. That's just not a thing. So I did do a little bit of stitching, but I'm conscious that I don't want to aggravate my wrist. But
a lot of chatting.
Yeah, it was a lot of chatting, which is probably why there wasn't a lot of stitching.
Yeah, it was good to hear about StitchCon, wasn't it?
Oh, so Julie went to StitchCon in America. Yeah, she was telling us all about it. It sounds amazing. And we'll show you in a little while. She did give us a little gift bag each that she'd done for the retreat. But she got one each for me and Bethany as well. So that's really, really nice. So we'll show you those in a minute. I've got one more whip here to show you. And it is the fabulous Quacker. So this is what it will look like. And this is a design by Mikael of Star Parade Designs. And at Big Stitch last year, there was a group of ladies. He was there and he bought this project finished and showed it. And there was a group of ladies that were all over it and really just were like so excited by it. Bought the chart, just got it. Some of them even got it started there, I think. But they're basically starting it and doing it as a sal, doing it as a stitch along to be finished by the next Big Stitch, which is next year, 2026. So I didn't join in at that point. I'd had the charts from way before Big Stitch, but I hadn't really got to grips with what fabric and what thread I wanted. So it had been in a bag and I'd kind of got this thread and this, and I was like, I don't know if I really like it. So then I really was like, I want to jump in with this. So I didn't start mine till May this year rather than like June last year. So I haven't got as far along as some of the ladies, but it took me a little while to make a decision on fabric and thread. So this is mine. That doesn't look the right colour at all. This fabric is called Stream. It's a 32 count linen. The fabric's about there, colour-wise, really.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a 32 count linen by Fibre on a Whim. It's so nice, and yeah, it's called Stream. It's got a really nice subtle mottling to it, and the thread, if I bring that in, you can probably see a little bit of a variegation, is Weeks Dye Works Squash, which you can just see tucked in here. And that's a really nice thread. So I make my threads quite long, and I do use the loop start, even though it's a variegated, because I like it to be a bit more subtle, a bit more spread out, not so sort of stark as some of them can be. But so I think since you last saw it, I have, because I haven't shown it on my Instagram for a while, I've done these flowers here and this whole motif here. So I've worked out how many stitches I need to do a day, or what the percentage needs to be at every month, and I am ahead for June. I generally try and work on this every day in the week, Monday to Friday, and if I do something like 50 or 50 something stitches, it will be done by the end of May next year. That's the plan. So yeah, loving that one. So that's everything that I've stitched on. So let's see your whips, and then
I'll show my FFO first. So I stitched the Empyrean Sow by Forbidden Fibre Co. I can't remember when it started, but I kept up to date with it. It was a part released every week. I stitched it on 20 count Balana even weave, 2/1 on hand dyed fabric that I dyed myself, and then I FFO'd it into a project bag. So I got some awesome dragon fabric online, I can't remember what shop, and then had some other dragon fabric that I used for the inside.
It's so nice.
And yeah, that's ready for.
It's so nice because you've got it positioned perfectly in there as well. Yeah, it's really good.
Tried to get it in the middle. So that's my FFO. And then I've got 2 other whips that I've worked on recently this month. One of them is the historical sampler Our Year calendar that I got for Christmas from Sarah and Aaron. And I started it on the 1st of January as my New Year, New Start. I don't know if I'll need the board for this. So I'm doing 1 part each month, along with the little bit of border to go next to it. So just done June. I'm using all the kit supplies. So it's stitched on an 18 count. No, it's not 18 count. It's a 16 count Ada with all the threads. And the little needle minder came with it, the little snowman. Not that we want a snowman in summer, but it's going to stay on there.
We do today.
Well,
I could do a snowman in this room. I think it would be really good. Yeah, that's such a pretty design. The colours are really nice on it. I like that.
I might need you to hold this. Oh, maybe not. So this is a surprise stitch that I'm stitching for my sister and my brother-in-law, because unfortunately they lost their dog earlier on in the year. So I've charted up a picture of Whisper. Her name was Whisper. She was a border collie, using just an online picture pat website, and then I'm stitching a picture of Whisper.
That's so amazing. So if you just do happen to know Bethany's sister,
don't say anything.
Please don't tell her. It's a total surprise.
Don't think anybody will be watching that does know her or that knows Whisper, but
it's so good.
Kind of got quite a bit of cat hair in it that will need to be washed out. But this is stitched on an 18 count easy count Zweigart Ada using DMC threads. I've done
let's have some stats.
30,400 stitches.
Wow.
And I've got 6,075 to go. So it should be finished by the end of July, hopefully. And the finished photo, what it will look like if the glare is okay, is like that.
It's such a special piece. It's really nice. And you've been focusing on her, haven't you?
I have, yeah. That's why I've only got a couple of whips
done, yeah.
So I've done over 5,000 stitches this month on her, which is quite a lot for me.
Yeah, you do have a lot less whips than me in general anyway.
Just a few.
Oh, but just saying, talking of whips. So I went through and crossed a couple off that I'd finished, and then realised that there was others on my list that I hadn't marked off as finished. So my whip count of 54 was a total lie, and it was only 49, guys. That's all right, right?
Yeah.
Although there's a new start tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't say my needle minder's Charlie Feather's needle minder.
Oh yes.
My Andana from Fourth Wing. She just has to be used on any project. And this is a Disney pin that I created into a needle minder from Disneyland Paris.
Yeah, she's a lovely project.
Yeah.
Do you like her? So that's the whips, right?
Yeah, that's my whips.
Okay, I've got plans. Should we do plans?
Can do. Because that one of your plans is going in my bag.
Just,
Stitch it.
oh yes. Did just say I've got a new start tomorrow, so the whip count will go up to 50, but hey ho. So tomorrow is the first day of Wimbledon, and I got this chart. Let me take that out, sorry.
Yeah.
Bit of crinkle. This chart, there's a little bit of glare because we have got the window facing us, there we go. Strawberry Harvest by Cottage Garden Samplings. So I did mention that, and if you've been here before, I did order a bag from Pauline Sobey Bags, and one of the bags came and she sent me a second one to do as a giveaway and a little pile of charts. So those 2 charts that were the giveaways from last time, they were part of the little bundle. This was one that I wanted to keep because I love strawberries and I just love that design so much. So I was chatting to a couple of friends and we decided that on the first day of Wimbledon we will start it. So it's Sally of Flossie Sews and Grows and a lady who's not on Flosstube called Tracy, but on Instagram she is Darth's Nitty Wife. I think that's her name. It's quite a funny name. So we're all going to start this tomorrow. I've got all the called for threads in there, which are some DMC and some Gentle Arts. They're all just gentle, yeah, a couple of Gentle Arts and the rest are DMC. And I've got mine in this amazing bag. I've opened the zip already, but gorgeous strawberry bag by Yasmin's Made with Love. It's got beautiful strawberry fabric inside as well. You can also get these bags with a matching thread bed. So I may have got one of those. You've probably seen this in my haul. So it's got the sort of felt, the way you can keep your threads. It's got a needle minder magnet in the label, and then it's got the little hook there for your scissors. They're lovely, really nice, and they just magnetic closures, all matchy matchy. And I am got mine here. I've marked the top left where I'm going to start. Look at that gorgeous fabric. That's about right, I think.
Yeah.
This gorgeous fabric is a 40 count Zweigart fabric that was hand dyed by Bethany. So I wanted a piece of fabric that was sort of blue with a bit of grey, little bit of mottling, not too in your face. And yeah, Bethany dyed me this. So really looking forward to starting it. Gorgeous strawberry needle minder by Charlie Feathers. And then I've got all the strawberry accessories in here as well, like,
oh, of course,
you know, well, you know, got my strawberry scissors with the strawberry scissor topper to keep the point safe. Gorgeous scissor fob from Adele, tailor-made stitching. What else have we got in here? Oh yeah, because I haven't put my threads on floss drops yet, so I've got some floss drops as well. Just, yeah, it's all about the strawberry. So that's very exciting. So that's, yeah, tomorrow. Then other plans with Bethany is this. So this came out a little while ago now, but Books Are Magic by Counting Puddles. Is it just Counting Puddles? And Bethany and I are going to start this together, not on her birthday, but as near to as we can, aren't we?
Yeah, the following weekend when you come down.
So the middle of July. Something like the
20th of July.
Yeah, 20th of July, something like that. Yeah. So I did get the called for fabric from Stitch Me. So it calls for 32 count Scotsman linen, 32 count linen by Stitch Me, and I did order a piece of the linen. I'm not taking it out of the bag. That's pretty accurate.
Yeah. And
a piece of even weave so that I could sort of see what the if there was a difference in the colour really, which there is a little bit, but it's not massive. Yeah.
I think this is a little bit
lighter. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, we could use one each. So we've got one each, and then it's DMC, which I ordered from the lovely Threads for You, because I had a voucher as well, because I won a voucher. So I did just get them all.
Colours are so
yeah,
nice.
Really pretty, aren't they? So really looking forward to starting that. It's been one of those things that's, you know, sort of calls to you all the time and you're like, oh, I can't start it yet, can't start it yet. And all of these here, all of these white sort of stars are all French knots. So Bethany will probably do the French knots because she's good at them. I'm going to put beads on mine instead because I'd hate doing French knots. And they look quite big on there, so I think a bead would be all right. Yeah. So that's next month, and I'll probably see you before then, but because I was here, I thought it'd be nice to, you know, show it together. And you're going to keep yours in your my bag.
Fourth main
project
bag.
Yeah, that's so
as
nice.
it's book related.
Yeah, it's such a good idea. So, no other immediate plans for starts, but you know how it goes. Things happen, you never know.
Well, considering yesterday, the little stitchy afternoon, you added how many charts in your basket that you'd seen that Julie had got from StitchCon?
Yeah, but they're only in the basket. I haven't actually bought them
yet.
Well, she'd been to StitchCon, right? And she'd shown us all these fabulous things. There was one particular chart. I'll find it and I'll put a picture in here. Something like bee eater.
Yeah.
It was a bird, wasn't it? And the symmetry in the bird and the colours. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. I'd never heard of the design. I think she said it was the Hathaway Stitchers. Maybe. And I think they've got a floss tube, which I'll link below. I'm sure it was somebody from the Hathaway Stitchers. If it's not that, I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, and I'll try and link it below as well. It's such a pretty chart. So yeah, that is in my basket to be imminently purchased. You know, they're going out for dinner tonight and leaving me home alone. Anything could happen, right? Shall we show our little bags from Julie? Talking of our lovely Julie, who went to StitchCon on her own. She just went on the plane to Cincinnati by herself. And she made these little, well, I don't think she made the bags, but I mean, she put together these little gift bags.
Her friend cricketed them.
Oh, okay, I missed that. Look how pretty they are. So tight little bags. We got slightly different things, I think, as well, didn't we?
So she picked this up from the D-stash table because she thought of me because she knows I like Disney and going on a Disney cruise. It's a little Tinkerbell.
So cute.
My niece quite likes Tinkerbell at the moment. She likes to watch that. She'll be 3 in a couple of weeks. So I might have to stitch Tinkerbell for my niece. Yeah.
And what else did you get? Did we get this?
We both got the amazing...
This is such a great idea.
Frogging brushes.
So I've given people mascara wands at retreats because, not that it was my idea. So Lizzie, this Mrs. Fisher Stitches, who is on Instagram and YouTube, I'll link her below. She's just done a whip parade recently as well. It's absolutely brilliant. You should definitely go watch it. And one of the Floss Friends retreats, she came round and gave us mascara wands. And I was a bit like, why are you giving us mascara wands? And she said, you use them when you've had to frog and there's all those bits of fluff left. You can use it to brush it off. Genius idea. So I literally... Oh, that's somebody's dog barking outside. Do apologise. They work so well. So I totally stole that idea in every retreat I go to now. In whatever bag I do for the table gifts, they get mascara wands. But these have been put on the card and called frogging brushes. I mean, that might have to be a stolen idea as well.
Yeah.
So good, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's such a good idea. I got tea. Did you get tea?
Yes, I got tea.
My husband likes Yorkshire tea, so yeah, that's good. Did you get one of those?
Yes, we did both
Look at
get
these gorgeous little
awesome
pouches.
So
cute. And they have goodies inside.
We've got slightly different goodies.
We've both got the Ortins though, I think.
We did both get the lovely Ortins.
So they're just a really good size for when you're at a retreat. They sit on the table, you can, you know, pop your Orts in and, yeah.
Did we both get the same needle minder?
Yes.
Okay, we did. Cool. So
Cotton and Clay. I will link her shop below actually. She's got a fabulous Etsy shop with all manner of needle minders, scissor fobs and all sorts in. So yeah, that was nice. Scissors?
Yes, we both got the same scissors. Did we have the same? Yeah, same scissors.
So scissors are stalk scissors, but they're like iridescent. Yeah, you can see the colours there. Yeah. And then gorgeous scissor fob. It has, you won't be able to see that probably, scissor charm on the end. I'm not doing that very well.
There you go.
And then sort of beads.
So it was all like British.
Yeah, like red, white and blue little themes.
And I had a Union Jack pen.
Yeah, I got one of those too.
Lovely.
Yeah, so they were all in there. Then I also got another pen. This pen. Look! It's got a strawberry on it. I know, right? She thought about this when she was doing this bag for me, because I also got a strawberry notebook to go with my strawberry pen. I love that design. It's like a tablecloth with strawberries on it. And then the band goes around the closure that's the little picnic basket. So that was nice. And I also got a piece of fabric, pink fabric with strawberries on. I mean, you just can't get better than that. Yeah. So it was so sweet of Julie to do us kind of, well, personalised little baggies really, because she'd really thought about, you know, who she was giving them to, and yeah, it was really nice.
Thank you very much, Julie.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, happy gifts. So I think the next bit really is haul.
Yeah.
I have got some Flosstubers to shout out. I'll do that quickly now because I know a lot of people don't like the haul section. So then at least you won't miss out on these Flosstubers. And then if you're not into haul, you can go. So I talk about a lot of people, most videos like Charlie, Feathers, Kim, Yaz. So those people are always linked below anyway. And Shell, and they're basically all my friends. But there are a lot of other Flosstubers that I do watch, and I don't very often, I forget to kind of call people, shout out people and say, you know, do you watch these people? If not, I think they're great, go and watch them. Obviously every Flosstuber isn't for everyone. You might have come across me for the first time today and thought, oh, well, actually, she's not for me. That's fine. I'm not bothered. But if you're watching and it is your first time and you are liking it, then, you know, please consider subscribing, because it really does help to grow the channel and all that. So I thought I'd shout out a couple of Flosstubers today who I do watch regularly. In no particular order, our first one I've got on my list is Alba Stitcher, Amanda. So she had quite a long break, but she's back now, showing us her beautiful stitching. She's up in Scotland. Yeah, she just showed her Robin Pickens designs. She did the seasonal charts that was like a different bird for each season, and then she'd had them all framed together in one big like 4-patch. It looked stunning. So yeah, definitely go and check out Amanda. Then there's Pam, she's also in Scotland. Ditsy Daisy Crafts. So she's quite new to Flosstube, but she's got such a big following already, which is not really surprising. She showed in her first video all of her finishes and FFOs, some really lovely things. And she does lots of different things, lots of smalls, lots of Halloween. And I think probably from her second video, she started doing a word of the day, or a couple of words that are Scottish words that perhaps in other parts of the UK or other countries we wouldn't have heard of these words and we don't know what they mean. So that was really interesting for her to tell us a word, tell us what it means, and then like use it. Yeah, so that was cool. There's Ellie at Stitching Bee. She's done a couple of recent videos because she'd been to Canada and New York in America. So she'd done kind of separate videos to her regular Flosstube, showing her haul and telling us all about the trips. Oh my goodness, she had the best time. So yeah, definitely go and have a look at those. And again, if you saw my last video, she did get me a chart and some little gifts from there as well. Then there is Lindsay, who is Stitching Magic 111. We stitched quite a few of the same things. So a lot of historical sampler. We've done a couple of caterpillar cross stitches that are the same, some love poppet designs. So yeah, she's predominantly been stitching on Ada, but she's been branching out and trying linen and trying even weave, and it's really nice to see what she's doing and how she's finding those things. So yeah, definitely go and see Lindsay. Then we've got Jen, Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole. Always a great Flosstube, and she's got her Etsy shop, which is about, is it open or reopening?
It's reopening.
Yeah, so, and that's Wild Dragon Crafts, I think.
Yeah, she's had a rebrand, hasn't she?
Yeah, I think that's what her shop is called. I will link it below because yeah, Jenny's lovely, and she's got some really nice designs, hasn't she? Before,
fellow Fourth Wing fan.
Yeah, yeah. And then there is Kayla and Lauren, who are stitching with my Littly, so mother and daughter. They go to the retreats a lot, don't they? The Floss Friends. So we always have nice chats with them. Yeah, they do some really good videos. They do them together every time, don't they? But yeah, they do some really lovely things. They're doing a sale at the moment, aren't they? For oh gosh, what have they called it? For the tiers, the tiered.
Yeah.
So like, there's some designs by Erin Elizabeth, and I think there's Madame Chantilly does some as well that are like a tier, and there's different ones. So you can have like a Halloween tier, so it's Halloween themed, or stitching tier. So yeah, they're doing a sale for that. So definitely go and check them out. And then somebody that I just came across who does have a few videos already, and I'm sure you'll all go, yeah, everyone knows her. Samantha, the Hugo Stitcher. So I'd never watched her before. So I watched her Whip Parade, which was a fairly recent thing, and then her latest video. Yeah, she's got some gorgeous projects. So yeah, she's in Canada. So definitely go and look at the Hugo Stitchers videos as well. So all of those and all my usuals will all be linked below. So that's good. Right, haul. You got haul?
Well, I've got one piece of haul.
I've only got, a couple.
Just a couple.
I got this bag. It's a Pauline bag. So Bee Bags on Instagram. Pauline does a bag drop every probably month, is it now? And oh my goodness, I've said it a million times. Her bags are just perfect. So pretty. This one, this design, this fabric is absolutely gorgeous. She always puts this trim, and she always puts a coordinating piece of ribbon with a button on as the zipper pull. I think this one's just got a plain lining in this one, just a plain pale pink, which is perfect for me. I love this bag so much. I love all her bags so much. But yeah, definitely you need to set a reminder when she's going to do a bag sale, because you will miss out, I'm telling you now. Then yesterday we went to, where did we go? B&M. B&M, because Bethany needed, I don't know, something boring like cat food. Cat food and cat litter. But obviously they have like homeware section, and they have little boards and little trays. So I got another one of these. So again, a little while back now, I did get one of these, and I finished my Clouds Factory Big Bang Theory design onto it. So they are great for finishing, because they've got this kind of, so you can get a piece of mount board. I get a piece of mount board cut to the size by Lisa at Atelier Frames. And then I just, mount the project and stick it on. But that's a really nice one. And I also had these before, which is a pack of 2 chopping boards. So that tray is £4. These 2 chopping boards, £5 for both. And they're also really good to put a finish on, again, on some mount board, glue it on, put some trim round, and I've done a couple of finishes on those before as well. So I got myself a couple more of those to do some more finishing. Then I had it was a letter in the post actually, but you completed the survey online, a survey request from the Office for National Statistics. It was just about lifestyle. So it was about what you do, where you work, your health, various boring questions. But if you wanted to join and fill in this survey, you got a £10 voucher, and the vouchers you went onto this online place, and you could choose what shops. There was everywhere you literally could choose from places to eat, films, like places like Argos to Dunelm to everywhere. So I chose Dunelm. And they do actually do some cross-stitch bits and bobs and some crafting bits and bobs. So online I got this. So my voucher didn't cover it, obviously I had to put a bit extra in. But it's a cross-stitch cushion kit, but it's chunky cross-stitch. So it's actually done with wool on like a printed canvas, but it is cross-stitch rather than tapestry. But I guess it's basically the same. So I just thought it was a really nice design, and I thought it'd be something a little bit different to try. So I'm looking forward to giving that a go. But yeah, these, like I say, this was but it's a Trimmits is the brand. So you can probably get these at Hobbycraft and other places that sell Trimmits as well. But that was from Dunelm. Then I got an extra needle minder, because one is never enough, right? To go with the Halloween sale. So they've got the ghost, which I was gifted, and then they've got this witch on her broomstick. So I got myself one of those. This is the this is the spring pillow by Flossabilities. So I've just started the summer one. This was the spring one that I completed in the spring. And I was looking for a way to finish those, and I found these square hoops. Look at that, fits perfectly. On Amazon. So it's just a wooden hoop. Quite good quality, I think. They're not rough, they're not scratchy. So, and I did think maybe I would paint them for each season. So perhaps not necessarily green, but not just leave it the plain wood. I don't know what paint you use to paint a hoop, but thought it might give it a go. But yeah, they fit. They're just I bought some and they were a bit too small, so I kept those for something else. But yeah, I thought that would be quite a nice way to finish those. Then on eBay, I don't even know what did I just put in. I probably just put in 40 count linen and various things come up, and this came up. It's a bit darker. It's a bit brighter than that, really, isn't it? A bit more corally, not as dark as that.
It's more corally than.
It's a really lovely corally pink. It's not hot pink. 40 count. I have no idea what I'll stitch on it, but look how beautiful that is. It's so nice, and it's a really big piece. It's bigger than a fat quarter, and it was like £8.50 something. It was really good value. So it is a shop, and I think there was some more. So I will try and link it below. But yeah, on eBay that was. Then I got a couple of charts from D-Stash Facebook. Got this one, which is Stacey Nash Designs Merry Autumn Pin Keep. Autumn's my favourite season. It's a lot cooler. And I got, these were from different people. This one's called, who's this by? October House Fibre Arts, Flosstube Friends. Look at that. I just really liked it. I love the ladies. They're such fancy ladies with their great big skirts. I mean, I'm not wearing a great big skirt, but I just thought they looked really nice. So yeah, so that's kind of on my radar. I want to start that. Then the last thing is, somebody showed this on a Flosstube, and I don't know who it is, and I can't remember, but I was immediately online looking for it, couldn't find it, they're out of stock. So this was from the Works, and it's a strawberry tray. Look at that. So it's just a plain, unfinished wooden tray, and if you Google it, you can find them, and people have properly painted them. You know, green. It needs to be painted. But it's so nice, and I thought it was so simple. It was £3, so I couldn't find it online. Completely sold out online, and I had to pop into Buxton, which is a town near where I live, for something else. And I'd forgotten that there was a Works there. And I was like, oh, they've got a Works. Literally popped in, they'd got one strawberry tray.
It was meant for you.
So yeah, definitely. So I need to get some paint that I can paint the wooden hoops and my strawberry. And yeah, that's all very exciting. That's it, I think.
What about that?
That was from last time. Oh. It's just in the box.
Okay. So my one bit of haul is a travel case from Canny Little Fox. Of Disney Cruise Line fabric, so that I can take a project with me when I go on my Disney Cruise holiday in September. It's got lovely pockets. It's got an extra little pocket inside, vinyl front, these little pockets. And I she put the fabric up, and you could comment to say if you wanted a travel case, a home case, multi-pocket, vinyl front, whichever it was you wanted. I just saw this fabric, I went, I need that for my holiday, because it's just so pretty. And she's so good, isn't she? It's any type quality that you get. Yeah, I've got some home cases, I've got some multi-pockets, and her sewing is just, perfect. And they're all such good quality. And she uses really good quality fabrics as well. They're always really, really nice, aren't they? Yeah. So yeah, Canny Little Fox, she's on Instagram. That's it. So that's it, I think. So apologies if there was any outside noise, because like I say, the window is open because we're dying, as you can see. Look at the state of me. My hair is just like, I feel like it's just got fluffier and fluffier as the video's gone on. Oh, you have a shower and then it's like there's no point, because then you get out the shower and you're just sweating straight away. But I'm leaving this hot place tomorrow. I know it's going to be even hotter, but at least I'll be in my air conditioned car. I'm going to go back up the M1, pop in and see my mum and dad, and then get myself home to my nice cold stone house. But it's melting. But I mean, honestly, I love coming here because, I get to stitch with Bethany and get to see my grandkitties. So that's it.
You done?
And you get to see your son.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to see my son. Probably should have said that. Obviously, well, I kind of think that's a given, right?
Oh yeah. But...
We did spend the morning together yesterday, Morgan and I. We just chatted about here and there. He went to the so he does Warhammer, whatever he does Warhammer. He paints little figures and he does all the little things. And there's a shop in Milton Keynes that sells all the same stuff, similar stuff. I'm not entirely sure. It was a tiny little shop and it was very hot.
Where's your head shop?
Oh no, I don't know where that is.
Oh.
I did buy something, but I've buried it. I'll show you next time. So I did take him over there with the promise that if he was quiet while we filmed the Flosstube, I'd treat him. It's like having a toddler basically. So yeah, so he got his treat early and he has been quiet, so yeah. It's all good, right? Okay, that's it from us. You probably won't see us together for a little while, but you never know.
Maybe August.
Yeah.
You're down here for a week in August.
Yes, I am. So yeah, maybe in August. We'll be back. Obviously, I'll be back before that by myself. So until next time, happy stitching.
Happy stitching, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.